Okay guys, this is the end now. Yeah, that's definitely going to happen. And yeah, that's definitely happened too. And I'll show off all the lines here. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I really think this game is amazing. If you have a 3DS, go get it. To me, it was way too hard to find. This game is way too rare. Not as rare as Tearjerker's Uprising, mind you, but this game is freaking rare. Well, I say it's really good. I haven't downloaded any DLC yet, aside from the free DLC and the DLC chapters. But one set I wanted to download is the Future Past DLC because apparently it's an alternate story, alternate story of the main game. But yeah. So everybody's saying goodbye. This guy that nobody cares for. Sumiya, which I hate for marrying Crom, but I made sure to marry someone else in my other playthrough. Longu, which is Longu. Rick, and I think I'm going to give it a chance in my other playthrough. Maribel, which is Maribel. She's a second healer. I used her despite... Yeah, freaking tea. Yeah, I wouldn't drink tea, especially if it's like... Black Bear's blood. Yeah, I know that Takel. I know that bunny. Here's Gaius. I don't know how you pronounce that. I think I'm going to definitely use Google Translate to see how that's pronounced. And then here's El Pikmin Master's wife. Oh dear. You're talking way too weird, Gregor. It's just misplaced. 1,000 years? Jeez. Okay, here's Doria. Oh dear. You guys better march back to here and try again. I only send people off of my terms, or in a casket. You're so creepy. And you're freaking mean. Oh, my wife, I'm sorry I left you alone with our 2 kids. What the hell, Minerva? Oh my god. This reminds me of a good one. 2 risen, a wyvern, and a priest walk 2 of our. Really? You're going to make a freaking joke? And now this is not just Commander's wife. And here's Sari, which nobody cares for. Here Basilio. The oaf, the bold oaf. My sweet out brown arse on it. Oh wow. One thing I have to complain though is I wish that Flappy and Basilio got an S support even though they didn't get a kid. I would've liked that. Whatever, I got the A for them, so it doesn't really matter. And here's Mr. Broken. And Anna, which I didn't care too much in this playthrough, but in my other playthrough she helped a lot in Chapter 11. And she's the Nurse Joy of this game. Here's a Wayne. We'll return! Inigo, which is freaking Inigo. Freaking tickling everyone. Oh, Brady. Brady, I really love you. You're so cool. Yeah, the best song ever. Here's Kiel, which I make a great night, ironically enough. Here's Mr. which I name after my second avatar actually, if you saw in the beginning. Here's the Vikings Master's daughter. And yeah, I wouldn't like to face your wrath. Here's my son, which is freaking awesome. And here's my other daughter. And here's Johnny. Okay, Lord in the Dark Knight, which I wanted to make Henry a Dark Knight, but I will have to give up on Dark Magic, which is a big no-no. And here's Noir, which I didn't care for, even though freaking Blood and Thunder. Okay, so Na, which is Na. And now, after Tiki, we have the DLC characters. Here is really funny. Darn you, Andres, I joined this fight to meet my end, not secure yours. I'll chase after you at the ends of hell, and if you're there, I'll drag you back. I really like this line from Warlords. That's a really good compliment from Warlord. And here's Emerald, which baffles me the fact he cannot support with Chrome and Lisa. That is stupid. Okay, here's Gem Fei. And here's Miss Boobs. And Priam, which was a pain in the ass. Actually, he wasn't that bad. I used Meyer and pretty much wreck him. Well, that's it. I think here now starts the credits. No. It is the MVP chart of the game. So I'm going to actually press the A button to pass it a little quicker so you can see in the top screen what is going on. Here's the tutorial chapter, 3 turns, no MVPs because you're going to have MVPs in that chapter. Chapter 1, Chrome and me MVPs. And then chapter 2, Chrome and Soli, yes. And okay, chapter 2 is Soli install. Chapter 3 it is me install. Okay, the Paralog one, which took forever actually. I think it was because I was grinding healing with Elisa. Me and Muriel got the MVP, then 2 Falchions, which is stolen Muriel. Installed the King, which means Sumia. What the hell? And here's the Secret Cellar, which caused me a physics staff due to Anna dying. And then Foreseer, which is the same MVPs of last one. And it's me install again. That's kind of weird that Stall wasn't the MVP of my game, but whatever. Then same MVP, me and Stall again. Yeah, that chapter Gregor and Noe had to be MVPs because they get bombarded by them. And Lisa got MVP even though she was a cleric because she was paired up with Bake and he got MVP. So yeah, maybe that's why. And here's this chapter, which is the easiest chapter in the game because like enemies won't do damage to you. Here's this chapter that was a train wreck. Okay, so then we have this chapter which is where you get Churchill, which is awesome. And this chapter where you get Henry and got the MVP like 3 times in a row with those guys, jeez. Here's where Donald actually starts getting the MVP. And I pretty much had to bring Sumia here because I needed a flyer. And yeah, they got the MVP again because I should pair up with Lucina to get the support going. So Suling Donald got the MVP in that one. Then Stolen Cordelia again. Yeah, you really find weird the fact that Stall didn't make it to the MVP list. Here, this chapter was hard as hell. Like, Gregory Jerome is a pain in the ass. Speaking of Jerome, and Jerome again. Yeah, I pretty much grinded for chapter 19 and 20 because that chapter is tough. Especially chapter 20. That chapter is ridiculous because you have 3 bosses. So that's chapter 4. Severa, then this chapter 4, Kiel, this chapter 4, Lauren, which I pretty much needed 2 flyers, and there's this chapter with Tiki. That chapter was tough as hell. And here's the chapter 4, Cynthia. Yeah, this chapter 20, yeah, I accidentally drew what's his face, Warward with Morgan accidentally, and how the hell these two got MVPs? Not these two, because that makes sense, because Biren was spamming longbow. And here is me already as an assassin. And now Elise as a sage, because she's such a good sage. She levels up really quickly healing, so an upper sage with me and Jerome. And then this chapter, which, well, I'm not going to spoil very much about that chapter. So the Awakening, which is title dropping. Slay a god, in which I pretty much destroyed a Bersa with a longbow. So here's the DLC chapters. The Paralog 18 through Paralog 23. So Celine Donald got the MVP. Hard Miracle, that chapter, a lot of flyers. Ghost of a Blade, that chapter wasn't that bad. Then the Wellspring of Truth, which was pathetically easy. Oh, freaking, what's his face? Who's gonna be in the final chapter? Oh, Church A. Morgan. Okay, I'm fine with that. That in the Wellspring of Truth, freaking Dono was hard as hell to beat because he had him all the time, he had him crits all the time. Thank God Jerome got Lethality when he got it, because jeez, that would have been terrible. And also, it's going to show off the endings for all the characters. As you can see, Chrome is 3rd place in the MVP chart because he got 137 kills. I think I'm going to show off the who got the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st place. I think I'm going to go those out. But Chrome got 3rd, which is a little surprising. He got 3rd. It's pretty obvious who got 2nd, who got 1st. But 2nd is you can see it because it's a character you need to raise him a lot, so you got to give him a lot of kills. And yeah, I use Frederick because I use a 2nd seal to depromote into a Cavalier and make him a Great Then again. So that actually you have to give him a lot of kills. He ended up maxing out speed, which is pretty awesome, but yeah. And also you can see some of my pairings, like Birion and Maribel. Yeah, he was labeled a traitor. Or a coward. That's really sad. I wonder if you have time for the credits. By the way, in the top screen you can see these endings, but in the bottom screen you can see the credits. I'm not going to show off the credits. I think the thing in the top screen is actually better. Yeah, I made Lisa and Bake together, just because apparently he has pretty good strength growth. In the kids usually inherit that. Which is pretty good because Lisa has horrendous strength. So, like, why would you make her a war cleric? That would be terrible. Like, seriously, do not make her a war cleric. Yeah, and then there's Stalin Cordelia, which is actually like my best friend in the army. He's so awesome. Yeah, as a Victoria's husband, Scatterbrain, Gaves, and all. The two build a happy life together. Aww, that's cute. And also, I believe if you don't support it at the end, you get endings like these. This is really funny though. Hit a party release for a long journey. Of course, it took Crom and the others several years to notice it. Oh my god, that is still so funny. The fact it took years to notice that. Like, this big guy actually left. Yeah, and actually didn't got the critical hit quote from freaking Olivia. And yeah, I made Lonku his father. It really turned out well. Inigo with Astra was really good. Like seriously, it was really good. Okay. Okay, Rickon, which I think I'm going to pair up with... No, I think I'm going to still pair up Muriel with Henry, just because that makes a lot of sense. Okay, and also Gaius and Pane. It's really funny the support conversations between them. I think I'm going to record some support conversations to upload it for you guys too. And yeah, he starts TVing again. And also Pane started TVing as well. Yeah, because bunnies have night vision. And yeah, I had to pair these two up just because the support between them pretty much lead them to be together, and the fact you get them together as well. I think next playthrough though, I'm going to pair up Noah with Gilliam because apparently Na turns out like fantastically good. But they have horrendous speed, both Gilliam and Na, and Noe, so I don't think that's a good idea. And yeah, he found an orphanage. The most androgynous man ever. Even the boy sounds like a woman. Okay. And these two, which I really like the support ending. The support conversations between these two, they're really funny. Freaking Henry's awesome. Yeah, dooming him to a future as a bookworm. Poor Lauren. But then again, he likes being a bookworm, so yeah, I don't care about it. Sorry. And besides, there's some characters, including the DLC, that only support with the avatar, so usually the ending they get is the alone ending. And I think no matter who you pair the avatar with, the support ending will be always the same. Only replacing the character that is married to the avatar. Okay, this is really funny. If his army of champions failed, he knew he could always wait for little Lucina to grow up and lend her a mask. Okay, that is really funny. And here's the opposite, which is also really funny. They say that each time a tournament drew close, she would ask Kron to lend his sword. So yeah, that is actually because that actually happened. Okay, so yeah, second place for Donald. He got a lot more kills than Crom, which is a little surprising though. But then again, you have to admit that if you want to use Donald, you pretty much have to give him a lot of kills, especially early on. And oh my god, this time is going to run out, isn't it? I think I'm pretty sure the time is going to run out. And Anna, which I didn't care for a lot. Yeah, Anna is another character that can only marry the male avatar, so... Oh my god, this page is going to be huge. Oh yeah, and here come the kids, and I paired up Owain with Morgan. Save his sword hand. That is really funny. And yeah, apparently Morgan lost her memory. Just like the avatar, but I have a theory about that, but I'm not going to spoil anything about Morgan. Oh yeah, this had to happen. Because Inigo is like the Johnny Bravo in this game, and Cynthia always cheer him up every time he got screwed by a woman and I have to cut. See you guys in the last video.